So something's coming forward. We're getting ready to take off. Oh, the C-17 down there. That's the guy's going to jump in the
He has over 1,000 jumps. He just returned from Afghanistan, and he's carrying in our U.S. flag. He'll be exiting out of that C-17, being flown today by Captain Shane O'Neill from Des Moines, Iowa. His co-pilot today, Captain Jordan Light from Apple Valley, California. The safety officer on board, Captain Mike Lewis, loadmaster, and here's something a little bit different, and exchange personnel. Warrant Officer Dave Daly from the Royal Canadian Air Force, 7th Air Squadron from Ottawa, Canada, and the other loadmaster on board, Staff Sergeant T.C. Setta from Lakeland, Florida. To sing our national anthem for us up here today from Glee Project 2 is Tacoma's own Nellie Weidenheimer. Did a beautiful job yesterday, and I know that you will enjoy it. I'm going to ask everybody in just a second to please stand and remove your cover for the singing of our national anthem. What will happen is that John Wiley will come out of that C-17 you see approaching from the right. He'll deploy that Ram Air parachute, and then just a few seconds later unfurl a big 300 square foot American flag as we hear our national anthem. Inbound hot, the target area is hot. He'll be landing straight out in front of us out there between the runway and the taxiway. Got a little wind from our backs today. That's why the C-17 is a little bit offset from the runway, accounting for the wind so that John can exit that airplane. And I imagine he'll be pulling that chute out rather quickly because it won't take long for him to get to the ground. They wanted 5,000 feet, and that's what we got between these clouds up here. But he won't be in free fall very long. Once he exits that airplane, he immediately accelerates to 120 miles an hour, uses his arm fling, and he's away. You can see John Wiley just came out of the tail of the C-17 in free fall, and there is the Ram Air parachute open as our C-17 makes its way overhead, flown by some of the best here at Joint Base Lewis-McChord. Ram Air parachute has openings at the leading edge of it that allows the parachute to be flown very, very similar to an airplane wing. He wants to turn right, he pulls down on a toggle on the right side, the left side, to flare the parachute for landing, he'll pull down on both toggles. Very, very steerable. These Ram Air parachutes have a forward speed of about 17 or 18 miles an hour. Jumpers like John, they can do what we call halo, that's high altitude exit, low opening, or hi-ho. high altitude jump and high opening and float for several miles with these Ram Air parachutes. Heading ever so slowly for the target area. Like I said, we got a little bit of wind up there, blowing about 8 to 10 knots, I suspect, right now. And that reduces obviously his forward speed by just about half with the wind blowing. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that beautiful 300 square foot flag. And now to sing our national anthem, Nellie Weidenheimer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Beautifully done, ladies and gentlemen, by Tacoma's own Nellie Weidenheimer. And John Wiley can hear you up there bringing in the flag. Put your hands together for the U.S. military. Perfect touchdown. John Wiley from the 22nd Special Tactics Squadron here at Joint Base Lewis-McChord. Our big C-17 touching down here off to your left. Once again flown by Captain Shane O'Neill, Des Moines, Iowa. Captain Jordan White in the right seat from Apple Valley, California. The safety officer, Captain Mike Lewis. Loadmaster Warrant Officer David Daly and Loadmaster Staff Sergeant T.C. Sutton. Providing our jump platform call sign, Coho 71 here from Joint Base Lewis-McChord. We'll touch down and then we'll be ready to go with Mr. John Platt and a little tease of what you're going to see a little bit later on, as he'll be doing his entire full show of about 12 or 14 minutes a little later on this afternoon at about 2 o'clock. Watch the touchdown. See the upturned wingtips. Watch the top of the wings as the spoilers are deployed on touchdown. Then the engines, the rear half will slide back, and that will expose those cascade thrust reversers that help the aircraft stop. Touchdown, spoilers up on top of the wing. Engine sliding back, cascade reversers applying power to help slow the aircraft. All within about 2,000 feet, but they can do it much shorter than that. Giant Globemaster III, ladies and gentlemen, the C-17. I want to remind you, if you're interested in pursuing your bachelor's, master's, or doctorate, Grand Canyon University is a traditional school that offers programs online. You can study anywhere at any time you please. Another one of our cooperative partners here at Joint Base Lewis-McChord, as well as Alaska Airlines. I want to thank them for providing the rock climbing wall here. I'll be on Alaska Airlines on Tuesday on my way up to Anchorage. And Freedom Furniture and Electronics, offering special credit terms for the military, government employees, and civilians.